Hey everybody, welcome back to Blacktop Banter. This is episode 25, so been busy. I know the podcasts have been few and far in between this last month. We have been just gangbusters busy here at Wiscote. So I've been doing my best to hit my promised quota of one a week, and I'm going to at least try to do that. I really want to get two in a week, but it's just been crazy with us being busy, all the guests, companies being busy. But we are working at it, and we're just going to keep plugging. I think we're going to make it through the season. I hope we are anyways. What's been going on around here lately has been a lot, and it's just been busy, off the wall, full days, 10-hour days, 12-hour days, and we're trying to catch up. So here we are, another podcast episode. I got to give a shout out right away, as always. And this one, I hope I'm saying his name right, goes out to Gabriel Genord, I guess. He owns Life-Wide Seal Coat in Washington, Michigan. And he hit me up asking some questions about, Facebook advertising, how to get his name out there more. And it looked like he's on the right track. Just takes time, kid. Takes pressure and time. Especially if you're going to go, I can't say, but especially if you're going to go that route, it just takes time. You got to create that presence. There's no real, once in a while you catch lightning in a bottle with a Facebook ad. Got to be creative. Check out the podcast with Cameron Hogate and I, and we talk about that, about trying to grab attention with those Facebook ads. So shout out to Gabe. All right. I was going to do a giveaway this month. We ended up stockpiling a little bit to make the giveaway a little bit better for July. So you can expect a giveaway in July. And yeah, that's it, man. It's just been busy around here. We've been trying to get going with Wiscote. And once it did go, it has just been nonstop. So I've been out on the jobs, full length with the guys. We did a huge crack sealing job, been doing paving work. We've been putting in full days seal coating, larger projects. And now we have, I'm going to guess all of our weekends are booked up too with what we have going. So it's Father's Day. So we took Father's Day off. I would prefer not to take another weekend off until 4th of July, and then maybe not another weekend off until Labor Day. But I know the guys want to get a break here once in a while, but I know we only have so many hours of daylight, and looking forward at this forecast where we are, weather forecast, because I know all y'all out there are watching the weather forecast most of the time. It looks like a chance of rain every day this week. So for me, when I get the past 2 weeks of really nice weather, I want to work every day because I know what's coming and I know what's on our plate. So we get up early, drink about a gallon of brouhaha coffee to get going and get moving, and then hit the station, fuel up, get rid of some stuff so we can not have to take breaks during the day, and then just grind. And I think last week, we did 6 larger projects in one day, residential driveways. And then there'd be some days where we did one each day because they were huge. So I'm really excited. We were able to get some drone footage on one residential project that I really wanted to showcase for us this year. My drone guy, Brent, he come out, and this is his second time with us, and he's been putting together some fabulous stuff for us. So I'm excited to get that out whenever I get time to edit it and get it on our stuff. You guys are going to see it for sure. So that's what's been going on at Wisco. We've been buying pieces of equipment here and there. Just bought, we bought that big seal, right? The 700, which is big for us, obviously. And it's great. We can do a lot of projects in one day with that and not have to go get sealer. We don't have a bulk tank yet where we are. So we're in the works with Sealmaster to grab one hopefully soon. But, we don't have to go get sealer as often. But we've run into a dilemma where we get so much work, all these pieces of paper. I know you can't see it on the podcast, but on the video, these are all jobs and estimates and things we need to do. And we run into a dilemma where our sealer is in one location. So now we've bought another trailer to put the old rig onto this trailer so that we can at least get sealer and go out in 2 different tangents to try to cover the workload that we have. So I'll be on one rig with some help, and the 2 guys that I've had forever are going to be on another rig with some help doing the seal coat stuff. So, we kind of got to spread out a little bit. We do a lot of residential still here where we are pretty rural. I would say probably half our workload this year is residential and then half it's commercial. But, the the amount, I guess the gross was half residential, half commercial, but there's tons of projects residential side that it takes to make up that half. And then the commercial side, there's not as many projects because there's such larger numbers. There's not as many projects. So we really need to hammer out these residentials and get them out of the way to at least hit our quota and leave customers happy. I hate to commit to customers and then not be able to deliver. It's rough. And I know come September, customers kind of expect that because it's getting late in the year before they contacted us. But while we have sunshine and while we have time, we need to diversify in order to hit two areas, two markets. So we can go two ways and we're not trying to drag the steel tank to all these locations. So that's our next goal here. That's what we've been doing. Middle of the season, we're making this adjustment, and I hate to make adjustments and add things like that in the middle of the season because I like the system to go through that season, then we can regroup for the next season. So just been kind of crazy like that. We've been doing that. We've been comparing some products. We grabbed some ceramic tips from Liberty Supply and some other steel tips. And then we also got some steel tips sent to us free by another company. And we've just been comparing them and what the guys like. And, you know, I think it's all preference. We did switch to another, we tried using the tips with that 1.5-inch diaphragm pump I had before. Some of them don't function the same as they do with the 2-inch Wilden diaphragm pump. So we've been doing that. We bought another blower, a bigger blower. We've had our 2 little wonders for a while that we've had on the one rig. Now we're just going to get a huge blower with those 2 guys on the separate rig and then put 2 little wonders on the other rig that we're putting together. And then we've been working with cleaners and the way that cleaners react. If no one got a chance to see the video of Jeff Nelson on Facebook using the mayonnaise to clean sealer off the wall, now I've seen that people have repeated that process on their posts using the mayonnaise, real mayonnaise, and watching them clean it off. Go do yourself a favor, look up Jeff Nelson Gold Star Products and check that video out. It's pretty cool. We haven't done it here yet just because we just haven't had time to clean anything in any fashion. And I do have a bet with Hal Davis for a hat on who has the cleanest rig come the end of September between our 2 seal rights. And I have a feeling if it was to end right now, I would owe Hal a hat and maybe 2 hats with how dirty ours is. So we need to clean it. We need to get it back in shape. Maybe we'll use that mayonnaise trick when it comes around here for us to clean it. So we've been doing that, comparing some products, seeing what the guys like. It's a little bit different for me because I've used the same stuff forever and I like it. And it's hard for me to watch guys prefer different things on our rigs and me just have to be okay with it, So it's interesting the way that works. The other thing I wanted to touch on is we did a couple podcasts when COVID hit and how we were going to adjust to it and prepare for COVID. One thing that's been rough for us is when usually we scheduled work, that's kind of when COVID hit. So the phone didn't ring for a couple weeks and people weren't thinking about asphalt maintenances or paving or their commercial lots. And what commercial lots we did have, a few of them put us on hold. And there was just this backlog of 2 weeks where nothing happened. We had projects to do and I touched base with them and we put them on books and said, yes, we're going to do it. But then once the end of those 2 or 3 weeks hit, the phone never stopped ringing. And I must have bid, God, I would say 20 jobs a day for 2 weeks straight, just going out and estimating. And we did get a lot of them. But now there's just this huge pile of work that we're trying to chomp down. So COVID kind of put us on a delay. And the delay was long enough that we're playing catch up to this big wave that is the work and that is our workload. So we needed all these days of sunshine, but to be honest with you, we had a good 3 weeks of nice weather and physically and I guess sleep wise, we were exhausted. My team was exhausted. I was exhausted. So it feels good this week to kind of slow down. We did larger projects each day. So we were done a little earlier and now we're taking this weekend off. But that thing is always at the door of here comes the winter is going to be coming. Things are going to be coming. So we need to get on the ball and take care of it while the sun shines. And that's what we're aiming to do here. So now that the guys know that, we can work till we're exhausted and kind of what to expect and what I expect and what we need to do at Wiscote for all of us to be successful. Hopefully the rest of the summer goes well and smooth with us working at this kind of a pace. So that's what's up. I know I did get some questions about how COVID impacted Wiscote. It was somewhat negative, but the positivity of us where we're at in a rural area is, we're kind of a little bit removed more than everybody in the cities. So our customer base was like, well, we can still get our driveway done. It's not a big deal. Most people were still working around here and things like that. So it didn't make too big of an impact besides us having a huge workload that we're trying to chop and keep customers happy with. So I hope that answered that question. Now, Father's Day. Yesterday, I spent a little bit of time with the kiddos out by the pool, and today is Father's Day. I hope all the fathers out there are going to have a good one, and I hope your fathers have a good one. We're going to go spend some time with my dad up north. I'm the oldest of 7 siblings, so I imagine not all of us are going to be there, of course. Family's a diverse thing. We have 7 siblings, but we're not all from the same pair. So we like to spend time together when we can. All of us do together, and it's been a little bit since we've been together and spent some time together. But I know it's important to take a break, and I know it's important to recognize your family, but I gotta imagine there's some of you guys out there working Father's Day. I think we worked last Father's Day in the morning and took the afternoon off, which is fine altogether. It's a little bit of an adjustment for the new team members at Wiscote this year because they're used to certain days just being off. They're used to paid holidays. They're used to, XXX. But for us, the summer's the summer and we work. The guys that have been around know that, we need to work. So it's been a little bit of a change for me to take a lot of that in, but I think we're going to enjoy our Father's Day off and then we're going to grind. So with that, I don't really know, besides maybe Jeff Nelson's mayonnaise trick, what value this podcast brought, but I like to share the status. I like when you guys share your status of your business with me and how things have been going. And I know I do get questions in the in-between about what we should do, what should we do in this situation and that situation. And the podcast has always been a great place to address it. So I got to get another guest on here. I know I've been talking to a couple, and I know there's guys out there that as soon as I ring the bell, they would be on here. So we got to get some topics in here. And I know there's guys out there that are dealing with stuff that would be on the podcast. So we'll get something coming here as far as topic wise, especially to give you guys something to listen to out on the driveways and the parking lots. I know, I get tagged in some stuff once in a while, especially my man, Scott Morse. He'll tag us back. All right, I'm catching up on Blacktop Banter. I'm sure those earbuds go in and he's listening in. So I appreciate him for that. All right. That's going to be it. This is episode 25. So, the podcast is a new thing for us. It's a new thing for me to see how it is going to evolve and what kind of shape it forms into. And obviously we see in the summer, we're busy here at Wiscote, running Wiscote. I still get out and do the labor sometimes. Sometimes the guys take the reins and I'm able to go estimate and do whatever. But I'm not sitting back and waiting and watching, and have all the time in the world. So I'm going to make my commitment to you guys for sure, and to the podcast, and to our sponsors, and to everyone else that we're going to hit one a week at least. And sometimes I'm sure some episodes are going to be more interesting than others. I'm doing my best over here, guys. I'm doing my best. And I really like to hear what you guys are up to out there. I'm trying to keep us connected over the summer. And I appreciate all the support from everybody. I really do. And we're going to keep things going. We're going to keep things moving. There's, tons of content out there. And I love being in the groups and seeing what everyone's doing. I really enjoy seeing the work pictures and the stuff that's going on. I know I've seen stuff from spray wands blowing off, and sealer going everywhere, to some real crispy, 40,000 square feet driveways. And then you'll see a drive shaft laying underneath of a seal truck. And then you'll see a group of guys with some ribbon across the end of a driveway, everything looking really nice. So I know everyone's out there killing it, crushing it. I just want to support you guys too and say thanks for supporting me. And that's it, man. It's it's the summer. So I hope everyone's out there killing it, paving it, striping it, sealing it, everything. We wish you the best. Happy Father's Day to everybody. We will see you soon and talk to you soon. Peace.